So it's just kind of lay it. We get into something called anti-gravity. It makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So if you think of our fascia like little balls of tensegrity that kind of pop up throughout the body, what happens as we age or we have accidents or we play sports is our fascia starts to mash down and lose its tensegrity, its bounce. So I'm going to be taking you and twisting you every which way, and as I twist you, I'm breaking through old adhesions and scar tissue. And you'll feel sometimes like stitches pulling or a burning sensation, and it's like you're just pulling through it, and also it starts to move. And think of our lungs as an inside balloon, and the skin is our outside balloon. So there's 14.7 pounds of pressure on every square inch of your body. But we're going to add inside pressure with our lungs, okay? So then we're got all this air in our lungs, and then we got the natural pressure that's on the outside, and then I'm going to take and twist you. But you're going to keep your pelvic floor. Because if I have you like a balloon animal and I start pushing all the fluid and blood and air through that fascia, and you let go of your pelvic floor, I can't make you into a balloon animal. So I'm going to be twisting you into this balloon animal. We're going to be doing funny things like pushing on our cheeks, sticking our fingers in our mouth, too. Okay? But I'll be saying pelvic floor a lot, and that's because it's reminding me to keep that pressure. So I'm trying to put you under pressure and twist you every which direction to get fluid flowing through the fascia. Internal pressure breaks through all the adhesions. So there's a lot of this is like, why are we doing this? But okay. So we're going to start with palate swipe. You're going to take your right hand and place it on your left shoulder. You're going to take your right foot and cross it. Good. You're going to tighten your pelvic floor. And then you're going to take your left hand and place it on your shoulder. So you guys are going to stay there, but I have to switch. Okay? Okay. Because I need my right thumb. Take your right thumb. We're going to start on the right side of our mouth on our palate, so the roof of the mouth. And we're going to press as hard as we can from the right side to the left side 6 times. Here we go. And your head can even move with it. And again. So the diaphragm, the top of our mouth, this palate, mirrors our pelvic floor, which is also a diaphragm. We have the diaphragm muscle in between that pops up and goes down. This one domes this way, this one domes this way. When I'm just standing here, the domes are like this, but when we walk, they rotate the opposite direction. If our palate is twisted to one side or it's ridged, our pelvis can't move like properly. So we're releasing that palate, that diaphragm to help release the hips and pelvis. Okay? So keeping the right hand over, right foot in front. We're going to take our right hand to our left armpit. Good. And then take your left hand, place it on your right shoulder. You're going to twist your head all the way to the left, and you're going to twist your body to the right. Okay, so head to the left, body to the right. Tighten that pelvic floor. You're going to take your tongue and find a tight spot in your left cheek. And we're going to hold it here for 6 breaths. So see if you can find a tight spot. And we're going to breathe into the nose, out the mouth 6 times. Here we go. Twist a little further each time. Relax the shoulders. Okay, we're going to stay there, head to the left, body to the right, still that tight pelvic floor. And we're going to breathe into the mouth. It's called step breath. So like through a coffee straw. Keep the breath. More breath. More. Keep it. As we exhale, you're going to twist the body more to the right. And again. More air. More. Hold. Twist a little further. And again. More. More. Hold. And exhale. We're going to breathe into the nose, out the mouth. This calms the system. Also, you can feel it putting pressure into the head or anything from the diaphragm up. and again. Nice. Keep your hands where they are, and now take your head to the right. Okay? Take your body to the left, tighten that pelvic floor again, and release the shoulders down. Find a tight spot in your right cheek with your tongue. 6 breaths. Here we go. Drop the tongue. Okay, step breaths, breathe through a coffee straw, so you have to kind of suck the air in. Keep it in, more air, more. Twist the body more to the left, head to the right, and exhale. Tighten that pelvic floor again, coffee straw. More air, more. Hold, and twist a little further. Exhale the air. One more like this, grounding both feet. More. Hold, pelvic floor. Twist a little further. And exhale. Inhale through the nose, relax the shoulders. And exhale. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale. Good, and release. Okay, so we're gonna walk figure eights on the floor, just like 2 figure eights. And what happens here, so just like, yeah, we're just kind of letting this integrate. Boosh. Bink, bink, bink. So we have a right and left hemisphere of the brain. We also have negative and positive polarity in the body, but our earth also has negative and positive polarity. So when we walk this figure eight, it just helps to integrate everything into our body. Lets our nervous system calm down. Bringing it back. Okay. And see how much calmer the body already is? You feel that? Do you like how the brain just went whoosh?
That whole exhaling, your mouth is good for that too.
Oh yeah. Okay, taking our left hand, take it to the right armpit. If you can even go in your shirt and find skin. Good, give yourself a hug. The right hand's gonna go over on the left shoulder. Take your left foot over. Tighten that pelvic floor. Okay, we're gonna look to the right, twist our body to the left, and drop our shoulders down. Find a tight spot in your right cheek. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose 6 times. Here we go. Giving yourself a hug. Dropping the tongue, step breaths, bring as much air as you can get into your lungs, tight pelvic floor. Keep all the air. More. Hold. Twist the body more to the left, head to the right, and exhale. Step breaths. More air. More. Keeping that pelvic floor so we have that balloon animal effect going on. And exhale, twist the body more to the left, head to the right, relax the shoulders. Step breaths. More air. More. Hold. Just a little further. And exhale. Calming the nervous system down. Inhale through the nose. See if you can feel this open up like the cranial bones. And again, inhale through the nose. And again. One more. Good. Taking the head over to the left. Take the body to the right. Drop the shoulders. So head to the left, body to the right. Good. Find a tight spot in your left cheek. Holding your tongue there, into the nose, out through the nose 6 times. Okay, step breaths, drop the tongue. Here we go. Breathe air in. More air. More. Hold. Twist the body more to the right, head to the left, drop the shoulders, exhale. Step breaths to the coffee straw. More. More. Holding. Twist a little further. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Pelvic floor. More. More. Hold. More pressure. Exhale. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. See if you can breathe up into the head. And again. And a release. Walk that around a little. So walking around that figure 8 again. Just letting the system calm down, letting it integrate. Whee. So the last one's called Totally Twisted. The next one we're going into is anti-gravity. So I am unable to squat with my heels all the way down. I'm a toe walker, so I have extremely short Achilles tendons. If you can squat with your heels all the way down, you're welcome to not use the roller. I have it here for us that have a hard time keeping our heels down. It's hard to keep the balance. There's 5 parts to this. I'm going to show you the parts you don't have to do it. You can just see real quick. Because once you have your head down, it's really hard to hear or see what I'm doing. Your thumbs cross, your fingertips cross. You're going to be at the base of the neck, and you're going to pull everything up. So I'm taking all that skin and pulling it up with my thumbs crossed. I'm also pulling my elbows up, so I'm really lifting. It's called anti-gravity, okay? So that's the first one. The second one, the chin's going to go to the chest, but I'm pulling all that skin up my whole spine, all the way from my sacrum. When we twist on this one, you're going to hold your breath. You're going to keep your chin down towards your body so that you feel this in your cervical spine. You don't want to let the hips swing open, and you don't want to look to the ceiling. You're looking kind of to the ceiling, but you're keeping the chin close to the chest. Okay, so we're going to be twist, back center. So the breath is only at the center, but we're going to hold it and squeeze our balloon animals. Okay? The next one, you're going to keep all that skin pulling. We're going to go into what's called a skier squat, though I don't want to see you ski like this. Though I've seen Barbara ski very nicely. We're going to go pushing through the crown of your head. Elbows are here, still pulling the skin, but now I'm pulling your tailbone away from you. Okay, we're going to do some twisting here. You only let the air out here in the center. The next one is all the way down. That's where my heels have to come up for now. And I'm believing that one day soon that my heels will stay down, and we're going to be down here in fetal position. Each exhale, you're going to get tighter in the fetal position. The fourth one will be heels back to the floor, keeping your body as close to your legs as you can. We're going to hang here, and I'm going to actually sway in the hips. I just love the release. We're going to keep our head as close to the body. We're going to lift all the way up. We're going to pull all of the fluid up into our brain, elbows up, and then when we release, you're going to feel the fluid kind of flush through the brain into your cervical spine. Okay? It can also make you lightheaded. So when you come up, you can always lean on the machine. It probably won't make you lightheaded, but it has the ability to make people want to pass out. Okay, so cross your thumbs and your fingers at the base of your neck. So underneath the hair. Good. We're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. Good, and pull all that skin up. See if you can feel it all the way through your lower back. And then lift your elbows up to the ceiling. So elbows are lifted up to the ceiling, and we're going to look to the ceiling. Good. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again. And again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again. And again. Keeping all that skin pulling. Take your chin to your chest. Feel that skin pulling up the neck. Elbows are down. Good. Inhale. Keep your air. Keep your pelvic floor. Twist to the right. Come back to center, and there, release your air. Inhale. To the left. Back to center. And again. To the right. Back to center, still feeling that skin pulling all the way through that back. Inhale. Twist to the left. Back to center. Inhale. Twist to the right. Back to center. Inhale. Twist. And back to center. Okay, keep the skin pulling up. Tighten that pelvic floor. Bump the car door shut with your glutes. Get that tailbone way back. Coming into what's called a skier squat. Now, your chest is open on this one, almost like you're going to try to open your heart. Inhale here. Keep your air. Twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale. Twist. Center. Exhale. And again. Twist. Center. Inhale. Twist. Center. And again. Twist. One more. Twist. Back to center. Now this is where Barbara and I need the roller. It's up to you, Julie, if you want it or not. We're going to bring it all the way down in the fetal position. Keeping that pelvic floor. Okay, try to bring yourself all the way in the fetal position here, pulling on the skin. Inhale. We're going to just stay here. Inhale through the mouth, exhale. Each time, get yourself a little closer in the fetal position. Inhale. Exhale. More pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Exhale. And again. One more time. Keeping the pelvic floor. You're going to lift your glutes up. Keep your elbows towards the floor. To find your balance, you can bring your feet back down to the floor. And just feeling that traction, that anti-gravity in the spine. I like to sway from hip to hip to just roll open all that fascia in the back of my hips. More pelvic floor. Using your core, we are going to keep our head as close to our bodies as we can and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Pulling on the back of that neck. Keep the tension on the back of that neck. Pull all that skin up your back, just like I'm picking you up like a kitten by the scruff of your neck. Elbows go all the way to the ceiling. Hold there. And when we release our hands, see if you can feel the suction in the brain of the fluid flowing out. And release. You feel that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I always get on one side of the head more than the other, but I'm not sure why. Yeah. Did you get it, Barbara? Okay. So that one's anti-gravity, and it's the one that's been making me taller. Because I was 5'9", I lost like 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of height, and I'm getting closer back. I'm like 5'8" and a quarter now. Wow. Yeah, so it's starting to come back. Okay, so next one's called pullover. I'm going to stand this way. Take your left hand. This is great for us who've played a lot of sports, and we're twisted up. It also opens up the kidney centers, which is the energy. It also helps us poo. So if you can't poo in the morning, this is the one to do. You're going to pull all that skin up. So pulling that shoulder all the way up. Take your right hand and wrap it around your rib cage. It's kind of like you're making out in high school or junior high. Remember how you guys did this? Okay. Pull that shoulder up even higher. Pull all that skin around. So you're stretching the fascia of your back. Tighten the pelvic floor. Okay. The right shoulder comes up even higher. And look to the right. We're going to take our right shoulder down to our left leg. So taking it down, keeping that pelvic floor. We're going to be doing 6 breaths here through the mouth. They're more energized. Here we go. Keep pulling all that fascia on the back. Now you can even try tucking tail. More pelvic floor. One more just for fun. Good. And release it. You can walk this one around, and what you'll feel is your lung capacity on that right side is larger. See if you can feel that. But see how that whole side's opened up? Yep. So I can't leave you like that. Right? We'd all be walking around. But you can see how powerful to open up that fascia, how it just creates space.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're making out with ourselves again. Hand comes over to outside of the scapula. Pull that skin up. Get a hold of it. Pull it all the way. So I want you to feel that skin pulling. Bring the other hand around and pull that skin the opposite. Just give it a tug up. We're going to look to the left. Good. And we're going to take that right knee, keeping the pelvic floor tight. Take it down and play. One more. And release. Now we should be nice and equal. Feel it, let it integrate. Swinger is our next one. And pullover is my favorite.
Pullover?
I think pullover is my favorite. Anti-gravity.
Yeah.
But pullover, when I'm hiking, you know, get that in your thoracic, you're carrying a pack.
Right.
Pullover. And also you're like, oh, I don't feel that cramp anymore. Okay, next one's called swinger. You're gonna take your fingertips here, and you're gonna take your booty back until your fingertips reach your kneecaps. Your feet are about shoulder width or a tiny bit wider. Good. And you're gonna tighten that pelvic floor. You're gonna take your right hand to your left shoulder. Good. And you're gonna grab some skin if you can. Okay, and then we're gonna pull all the skin in the back of our right arm and pull it down to our elbow and lock it. Okay, so we're pulling that down. We're gonna twist the elbow to the left, take our head to the right. Keeping that pelvic floor, we're gonna come down into this, bringing the right shoulder to the left knee. Here, energizing. You can twist a little further each time. More pelvic floor. One more. Good. And come out of it. That one might make you a little lightheaded too.
I felt a little that time, yeah.
You felt that one?
Yep.
Okay. So now we're going to take our left hand to our right shoulder and grab the back of the skin on the arm and pull it all the way to the elbow. So you're pulling like, pull all that skin down, pull it to the elbow, lock it there. So you're tugging. Good. Tugging on that shoulder. Okay, we're going to twist to the right and look over to the left. Good, and take it down. 6 breaths. More pelvic floor. And again. And again. And bring it out. And untwist.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so that one's called swinger. Ooh.
So much in it, it's like, that's great.
You feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
this is my new love. Human garage.
It's an interesting name. I wonder how they came up with it.
There was 2 reasons he came up with it. But basically people were coming in and they had a home that they kind of made where people could come and get healing. So people were bringing their bodies into the garage and they had all these different modalities. Then they took all those modalities and he had a guy who was branding him and said, like a human garage. But there was another reason too. There's 2, and I'll have to look and see what Gary said. There was 2 reasons why human garage became the name. But you know, I'm the body shop. Nobody calls me that.
Right.
So now we do human garage at the body shop. But now, so we have Cindy Houston Pilates and the human garage at the body shop. But actually, I'm a human garage coach, but I teach fascial maneuvers. Okay, inspired by human garage. Okay, so feeling that in the body. I'm gonna turn this way so you guys can see me. And Barbara, I'll go this way a little bit. Okay, you want to take your left foot and square it up like a T. This is called the pretzel squat, and you'll have no question of why it's called pretzel squat once we do it. You're going to take that left foot out 3 feet. Okay, you're going to take your right hand and reach it all the way towards that camera and twist the body. Okay, the left hand's going to go on the left hip, and you're going to take that left hip and aggressively push into that left hand. We start to feel the fascia of that left leg start to pull. You're going to look over your right shoulder to the floor. So looking towards the floor, you're going to take your right hand and place it on your left shoulder. Okay, now we're going to move our left hand up between our scapula, but the palm is going to be facing out. You're going to keep the pelvic floor because we want that balloon animal effect. We're squishing all our fascia around. We're going to bend both knees, and I want you to think about taking your tailbone down between both feet. So we're coming down, keeping the pelvic floor, and we're going to inhale, exhale, and again. Still looking towards the right shoulder or past it. And again, pelvic floor. More. Stay here. Keep the pelvic floor. You're going to look to the left. Okay, you're going to take your right hand and place it between your scapula tips. Take your left hand, place it on your right shoulder. When you're looking to the left, the body twists to the right. Keeping that pelvic floor, inhale through the mouth. And again. Was that 6? Okay, you can use your fingertips on the floor, or you can use your core, and let's come up out of it. Did you guys feel like a pretzel? You feel the pretzel of it? Okay, so this is going to release sciatica and open up those hips. When I first started, you're kind of up high. Each breath, you start sinking down into it, feeling that fascia kind of just release. So you'll feel the difference in your hips.
Yep.
So this is a great one for lower back, hips, and for sciatica.
That's great.
Yeah, you can see my addiction.
Yep. That's good. Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, whoosh. Yeah, okay. We're going to square the right foot up to the arch of the left foot, making a T. We're going to step out 3 feet. We're going to reach our left hand all the way through that back door and twist the body. Take your right hand, stick it on the glute, and you're going to push aggressively until you feel that fascia start to pull up the right side. Do you guys feel that? This one took me a while to feel. I had to be like, rah, push into it. You're going to look over your left shoulder to the floor. So that's the neck twist. The left hand's going to go on the right shoulder. The hand's going to go between the scapula, palm out. In the tight pelvic floor, keeping the twist in the body. We're going to drop down. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Keep looking left, body to the right. And again. Stay here, keep that pelvic floor. Okay, you're going to take your head to the right. You're going to take your left hand and place it behind your back. You're going to bring your right hand around to the left shoulder. Okay, see if with each exhale, if you can feel a little bit more release. Tighten that pelvic floor. Head to the right. Good. Body to the left. Here we go. And again. One more. Good. And release. Let that integrate. So you don't have to do a full hour a day, just 15 minutes a day. On my best days, I do the 15 to 17 minutes, and then later on in the day, I do what's called an organ reset. They say if you do organ reset 3 times a day, it will it'll completely change your life. I mean, completely structure your health in your life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take my bracelets off for this next one. Do they come off easy?
Yeah.
Okay. Barbara, do yours come off easy?
No.
Okay. We'll let you work around them. Okay. Next one's twisty wristy. So when we release our wrist, we release our shoulder, we release our shoulder, we release our hips, we release our hips, we release our ankles. There's 3 zones in the body. Neck up is zone 1, neck to the pelvis is zone 2, and from the hips down is zone 3. If I do something up here, it's going to release zone 2 and zone 3. If I do something in zone 3, it's going to affect zone 2 and zone 1. All zones affect each other. So you're going to go right hand out, pull the fingertips back like you're shooting lasers through your wrist. You're now Spider-Man. I took your favorite pair of jammies, and I stuck them in the dryer on hot, and you now want to wear them. And they're the onesie jammies, okay? So you're going to tighten that pelvic floor. And what we're doing is we're kind of tiptoeing through this field of fascia, and you're stretching out your jammies. Like kind of push, like, oh, it's tight right there, and kind of push on it. And you'll feel it. And we're just pushing around. And see if you can find, so I might be pushing here, but I might feel behind my right hip. Feel that? And just take it around. And we're looking for tight spots that we're just kind of opening up our fascia. The more our fascia is open, the better communication, the better our balance, but also the better our intuitiveness. I believe that fascia connects us to others, to our planet, and to God. So we just really get great intuitiveness when we open up the fascia. So if I do my fascia work before my meditation is off the charts. Hand goes all the way up. Stretch. Pull the elbow all the way down. Keep pulling the fingertips down. And go like right here, like your wrist to your shoulder, and then smear your hand out. Good. We're going to look to the left. Take your right foot back behind you. Good. Tighten that pelvic floor. Bend the knees slightly, and we're pushing on our jammies again. So push around. Let's breathe into the mouth. So you kind of move slow. Fascia likes to move 5. And the only reason I know how fast that is because I walk all the time. Good. I'm going to turn my phone off again. And just feel the difference between your fingers. But I want you to walk around and see if you can feel the difference in your hips. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So our wrist, our shoulder affected our hip. Okay, my phone is now turned off again. See if you can grab the skin on your elbow if you can get good traction on it. You can get good traction? Okay, so this is elbow torque. Okay, we're going to take the thumb and place it underneath the clavicle and take the hand and place it on your trap. Good. You're going to twist the skin one way, and then you're going to twist the other way, and you're going to see which way gives you more torque. Okay? And then we're going to stand shoulder width apart, tighten our pelvic floor, and we're just going to go side to side. But we can also push on things. We want to just create more and more pressure to release any adhesions we might have anywhere. Now we're going to take this to an elbow overhead torque. So still torquing that skin, don't let it go. And take the elbow up overhead. We're going to pull it over to the left side. Take your right foot back behind you, tighten that pelvic floor. Ground both those feet. Okay, looking to the right, you're going to twist, take that whole body over to the left, look to the ceiling. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again. And again. And release. I gave you a little tiny glove, and we're going to stick your hand in that little glove. So we're going to take and pull and push that hand through into that glove. God bless you. Okay, and what I like to do to get a little bit more torque and pressure on this is I lean into one knee or the other. So I'm pushing that hand through, and then I'm going to take that wrist around. So take that hand all around. And then you can even snake bite the skin, pull it, push your hand and arm through that glove, and take your thumb to your pointer, and then thumb to the middle, thumb to the ring, thumb to the pinky. Let's snake bite the other way and pull. Push that hand through. Let's do that again, thumb to pinky, thumb to ring, thumb to middle, and thumb to pointer. Nice. And then release. Feel the difference between the two sides. It's like such a free hand. You can do magic now. You can throw glitter. Yeah. Okay. So arm pull. We're going to take and twist our hand out. So let's go right sides here. Marry me. Boosh. Go right hand.
Right hand.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to take your left hand, grab the skin. If you can, yeah. Hopefully it's getting warmer in here too. Okay.
Okay,
So right palm out. Good. Grab as far under the arm as you can and pull all that skin and push it out. Take your thumb, remember we're breaking through adhesions, and twist it, palm facing down. We're going to pull that skin down. So you're pulling aggressively and pull the shoulder up. Okay? Holding there. Yeah. Okay? We're going to inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Inhale through the nose. Keep twisting. And again. And release. That one's called arm pull. I'm not sure why, but it's arm pull.
right.
The other one was wrist release. Okay. And there's all, you can do it right at the forearm. You can do it at the wrist too and twist. So it can be done moving around. Sometimes it's just good to get that push and pull on it. And that way our shoulders are much more free. So feel the difference in your shoulders. Yeah. This is.
I mean, it's just taking stuff out of my neck and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God, yeah, I feel good.
then we can get your lats all the way down your back.
I know.
Okay. Here we go, the other side. Wristy twisty. Pull the fingertips all the way back. Good. So at home when you're doing this, it's better to do it with like loose shorts and no bra, so there's no bands, because we're trying to squish all our juice around. And if we've got bands pulling us every which way or jewelry on, it stops the flow of the fascial flow. So we're going to pull the fingertips all the way back. Tighten that pelvic floor. Good. And there's that jamming we want to stretch out, like our favorite shirt when you got to stretch it out. Push. And move slow. And see if you can feel the fascia moving, like through the forearm or through the hand. For me, I feel it like when I get down here in the back of the hips. We're going to bring that hand all the way up to the ceiling, pulling the fingertips down, keeping your tight pelvic floor, squeezing our balloon animal. We're going to pull and tie a knot in that elbow and that wrist, and we're going to pin it in. I'm having a bra issue. Pull all the way in. Take your hand out to the side. Good. We're going to look to the right. Take your left leg back behind you and tighten that pelvic floor. Good. And we can push around again. Kind of squeezing all that fluid through the fascia as we're pinning. Good. Looking to the right. Adding internal pressure with it. Inhaling and exhaling. And again. Keep it all the way up to the shoulder. Keep pulling to the shoulder. Hand out, yeah. That's it. Good. Your balloon animal is trying to unwrap itself. And bring it back to center. Ah! And release.
I hurt my hand a couple months ago, and it's not healing very fast.
Oh, the melting of the hands too.
Yeah,
Is-
I can do that.
You had the balls, right? Did I give you the videos?
No, I mean, I'm just gonna, I have on, it minimized on my computer, but I have both melt and human courage on my screen, so
Okay.
I need to do the videos.
Yeah. That will help the healing. And all that we're doing right now will bring that circulation through, help open up that fascia so that you can heal.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I mean,
Feel the difference?
yeah, and it's interesting, my right hip is the worst of it, and so on both sides, I actually felt my right hip.
Did the release more?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to take your thumb, place it underneath the clavicle here, kind of opening up that clavicle, which really helps the shoulder move correctly.
So right shoulder, okay.
I'm sorry, left hand. Left underneath the clavicle and lift up. And place that hand right here on the trap. And take your elbow, twist it one way. Twist it the other way and see which way is tighter. Got it? Okay, keeping that pelvic floor just side to side. So if you know that your shoulders are tight, you can do this for up to 3 minutes. Just one just right here. So if you're stuck on a Zoom call and you have your screen off, this is a great one. This one's very soothing. So this is elbow torque. We're now going to take this elbow up overhead. Don't let go. Keep that skin and pull it up overhead. We're going to look towards the left. We're going to take the body to the right. Take the left foot back behind you and tighten that pelvic floor. Good. And ground both feet. Look towards the ceiling. More pelvic floor. Pull your navel to your spine. Pelvic lock. Good. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again. And again. Inhale to the nose. Exhale. And again. One more. And release. Wrist release. I gave you that small glove. Here we go. Push that hand into that glove. Push it all the way through. Pull that skin up. You can even twist it, a little bit of a snake bite. I like to put my knee out so I can put my hand there. You even press harder down through that glove. Take that hand all around. You can re-snake bite the skin. Take the hand the other way. You can snake bite the other way if you want. Tight pelvic floor. Thumb to pinky. Thumb to ring. Thumb to middle. Thumb to pointer. Good. Let's snake bite it the other way. Thumb to pinky. Thumb to ring. Thumb to middle. Thumb to pointer. Good. And release. And that will help that healing too. So.
Yeah, it's bony, I think, but
Yeah, because when we open up the fascia, then everything can get there to the circulation of fluid.
First time it hasn't hurt in months.
Really?
Yeah, thank you. Shazam!
I know. Well, Mimi, our cute little Mimi who comes, she was scheduled for carpal tunnel surgery. She did this one day with me, and she was like, nuh-uh. So then she just started doing it every day, twisty. She canceled her surgery. She no longer has carpal tunnel.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You know which one Mimi is.
Yeah.
Yeah, little Mimi. Okay, so arm pull. We're going to take your palm, face it to the ceiling, reach underneath the arm as much as you can, and squish all that juice around. Good. We're going to take the thumb and the hand and the palm and twist it the other way. Okay, we're going to lift the shoulder up aggressively and pull the skin down. Now there's other things we can do with this, but we're just going to hang here and breathe. Inhale through the mouth. And again, shoulder up, pulling the arm down, and again. Inhale through the nose. And again. One more. And release.
That's a good one.
Yay.
Yeah. This is wild. Okay. So sometimes I'm doing my studies with them, and get up and try this, sit down, study this, look at that module, get up and do this. And so I get lazy and I'm like, you can sit and do these. So one day I was sitting and I was doing my arm pull. Way better, watch. Sit down.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to have you do, we just did your left side, so let's do the right side. Okay? So you're going to go palm facing up, tighten your pelvic floor, take the skin, put it out, like twist it out. Good. Take your palm, face it down. Pull your arm down, push your shoulder up, and pull that arm down. How much more intense is that?
Yeah, a lot with your thoracic spine, right?
Yeah.
I can feel it much more right lower my. Standing up is my neck. This is more my thoracic.
More your thoracic. So you're very in tuned. Yeah, and this just intensifies it. Because now you can't squish the juice around on the bottom, so it's all on the upper body. Okay, so now we got to be nice and do it to the other side, right?
Yes.
Okay, take that skin, press it out, palm faces down, shoulder up, pull the arm down as you pull the shoulder up. Good, inhale through the mouth. Keep pulling that left shoulder up. And again. And release. So is it just me, or does that just make it like 50 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It moves it around, which is good. To an area that's hard
To get.
movement in, yeah.
Yeah, and that area, this helps. And also you can pull this skin like this and pull here. So I'm going to do belly button torque, which I've never done with you guys. I've done it at home. Okay, so belly button torque. Think about putting 10 pounds of pressure, whichever hand feels better for you. Okay, and then we're going to go counterclockwise. Okay, so if I take it and I'm going counterclockwise, I'm going to take my other hand and twist it, and about 10 pounds of pressure. Now, if we're going counterclockwise, right, on the back, behind, get skin and go clockwise. And twist. Tighten that pelvic floor. Keep the torque. Inhale. Exhale. And again. So all of our connections to our mom. And again. One more. And release. That might stir emotions, just in case. Okay, walk that around. And just feel if you feel a difference in your sacrum. So that one's belly button torque.
So is this video going to be on your website?
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's other ones on there too.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah, I'm seeing more results with Human Garage than I'm seeing with anything else. You know, Melt, Pilates kept me out of surgery, Melt got me out of pain, and Human Garage has taken it to a whole nother level with me. But you will have stuff come up that you had forgotten about. But it comes up to get out. Yeah. I had remembered when I was about 8 that a kid tried to suffocate me with a beanbag. And that came up this past weekend. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I remember his name. And with beanbag, I could not breathe. I thought I was going to die. And that came up, and I was like, whoa, like, where was that in memory? And then it comes up to be released. Solar plexus. Solar plexus is also going to be counterclockwise. So you can get up in here, take the skin, and go counterclockwise. So if I'm looking at you, counterclockwise. Okay? Behind, if you can get the skin, clockwise.
In the same spot, just in the back. Hard to get the skin back.
I know. To the best of your ability. Just like right here.
Right there. Okay.
And just. This is the only place I'll show my belly is doing Human Garage.
Right. So they're going, nobody needs to see my fish belly.
No, I know. Here, it's very cute. Okay, tighten the pelvic floor. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale again. Inhale through the nose. And again. One more. And release. Feel it. Let it integrate. We have one more, and then we'll be done. Next one is bladder.
This is especially important for women.
Yes. Bladder health. Yeah. Okay. So the bladder is right where the pubic bone comes down. A lot of times I'll bend forward to get a chunk, you know, when we're lean in this area, when you guys are lean in this area, and we go, it's easier for me if I bend over and grab a chunk. Okay? Now, I won't make you...
Also counterclockwise?
Counterclockwise. Now this one, you just take the other hand, good, and just add pressure and then squeeze your glutes underneath. Oh, lift up and take your hips back and forth. And so it's kind of like I'm squeezing my glutes underneath me. I'm tearing through all those adhesions, lifting my bladder and giving it a little torque. Just pushing those hips forward, sway them side to side. I'll
It's
never,
going to be a good video.
I will never make you do this in public.
Everyone with their hands in their hands. Hello.
Hi there.
Hello, YouTube world.
Yes. And then release. Yeah, walk that one around. So we have the bladder on part of the organ reset where we lift it up, but that one gives it the torque. Now just overall, see how good your body feels.
Yeah.
Motions, everything's light. My whole thoracic's open.
Yep, and it took away much of the tightness that was here that I've been carrying for a long time.
Yeah, so I can't believe the difference.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just everywhere.
It's fascinating though, and no equipment.
No.
It's just
Yeah. The only, I mean, my hands get tired when I do it to people, like in the privates.
Right.
So sometimes I'll use like a ball because my hands get thrashed. But the less, you can just do it anywhere out in the field, hiking.
Yeah.
Okay. With the intention of letting our bodies know that we are done for today. Not loving on them, but just doing our human garage. We'll continue to love on our bodies. Releasing everything, roll the shoulders back for 3 with the words that I am safe. And again, I am supported. One more little affirmation. I am loved. Good. Shake it all out and give it a pop. We are done.
Thank you.
Thank you,
That was
guys.
Awesome.
We can wave to everybody at home. Bye.
Bye.
Wave to your future self.